Greetings, everyone, and welcome to a very special Halloween imm-oral hygiene edition of Monster Party.
Monster Party.
I'm scared. My teeth are shattering.
Happy Halloween! My teeth are chattering and then shattering. Oh, man. Ooh, and they're giving me a canker. Ooh. This is a scary Halloween.
It is.
Yes. Scary already.
Halloween, love it.
But speaking of scary Halloweens, I am Matt Weinhold.
I am Shawn Sheridan.
I am Larry Strothe.
And I'm James Gonis.
And for this episode, you know that we love Halloween. We love the decorations. We love the candy. We love trick-or-treaters and costumes and all the things that are connected to it. Haunted houses.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, so good. But there is one particular element that is part of Halloween, but it branches out into other forms of entertainment. And so the topic for this episode is monster teeth.
Monster teeth.
Monster teeth.
Sharp fangs.
Monster teeth. And
Bad
there
dentistry.
are a lot of monster and scary teeth.
There are.
Yes. And I would argue that that's one of the first things as kids, at least for me, when I was a young monster kid.
Yeah.
That was kind of my introduction into cosplay and feeling like I could sort of become a monster for a little while. And that was that first pair of those plastic fangs.
Mm-hmm.
And the first pair I got were the ones that you just kind of slide over your top teeth.
Yes.
Oh, oh, really?
Yes. No, that was the first kind. And I think I've told the story before where I found a tiny set in an ashtray at like a Macy's.
Yes. Well, I want to hear the story again. You found a set of teeth.
Yeah, I found
a disgusting, dirty ashtray.
They were just sitting there. They weren't really dirty. They didn't have like drool on them or anything like that. They were just sitting there.
In an ashtray.
In an ashtray. And so I go to my mom. I go to my mom and I say, I found these in the ashtray, but they're really cool. And she said, and this is weird coming from my mom because my mom is a cleaning fanatic. She's nuts, pathological. But she said, well, we'll just take them home and put them in some Listerine. You soak them for a little while. It'll be fine. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do it.
Wow.
Yeah. So I got to put on these teeth. But when Imagineering, the company Imagineering put out those evil teeth, they called them evil teeth, but they were the vampire teeth that had the little hinge. So you got the top and the bottom, and you slipped them in.
Yep.
That changed the whole monster teeth game, I think.
The greatest, it's the greatest invention ever.
I agree. Was that your first set of teeth?
That was my first set of teeth.
Really?
The thing was, they made a set that was glow in the dark, which came later.
Wow.
But what's cool is, it was something so simple, so basic that you could get it for, I think it was 50 cents. And the teeth were laid out on like a piece of cardboard, and they literally like melted like plastic over it. So you had to peel the plastic off.
I have a mint set of those.
Do you really?
Wow.
Hey, get this, Larry. Unpunched.
No.
Wow.
I'm so jealous.
See, Larry, that's interesting. So I always had the classic kind of cheap plastic, vampire teeth that were it's one piece, I had those forever. And that's the ones I always saw. I never got the evil teeth ones as a kid.
I never saw the one with the hinge.
Yeah.
Well, but see, it's the same thing, guys. It's all one piece.
It's all one piece. And the hinge is that it bends in the middle.
Yeah.
That one I had.
Well, that's when that's one. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Imagineering was known for that, but I think there may have been other vendors that came that basically tried to rip it off and sell it cheaper. Okay. For example, you can find a nice pair of those evil teeth. This is what I've noticed. They're a little wider for like a bigger kid's mouth.
Yes.
If you go to Target today, I mean today in 2025, they're selling, hey, here's a bunch of teeth, vampire teeth, in different colors. You think, oh, these are great. They're small. They're for
little kids.
They're like, even if you are like 12 or 11 and you put them in your mouth, they don't really fit quite well. Which it's like another way to make these teeth so cheaply, and to sell them so cheaply. So those evil teeth that you have, Matt, those ones that were made in the late 60s and 70s and into the 80s, those are the great teeth.
Yes, and they were longer too. I think the fangs were longer.
Okay,
but the funny thing is, I wanted those teeth. I didn't get those teeth for a while. We first had, and I don't know what to call these exactly. I'm not going to say I don't want to say hillbilly teeth, but they were kind of
fine.
Like, it was it was a little plastic gum, like for the top teeth gums. Okay. And they physically put in these teeth that kind of went to the opposite side.
Right. They're all crooked and
kind of like and I remember as a kid, those were my first teeth. I remember these will stay in, and I chewed up Starburst candy and I stuck them in.
That's a good idea.
But but Matt, when I stuck it in my mouth, I felt like my teeth are getting rotted by the Starburst. And, they're only in, but they did taste much better. But to me, it was like, oh, I don't need those evil teeth. I'm gonna wear these ones. And
well, weren't those sold with the other novelties in the back of comic books?
Yeah, they were, but
maybe Famous Monsters too, I think.
You see, I went to there's this dentist my parents took us to all the time. All my family went to the same dentist, Dr. Calvert, and when you went, and if you were good,
Dr. Calvert.
Yeah, no, Calvert. Now,
Dr. Calvert?
Calvert, and there's
he killed my dad.
No, there's a neat teeth story here. So when you were good, you'd get to go out in a toy chest. You open a toy chest and you pick out. He had a bunch of these cheap toys, and one of them was those cheaper teeth with the gums, and not the evil teeth. That's like a little step above. But I also remember there was a time, speaking of teeth, he had one of those long prong things as the dentist sticking in the back, and I was like twitching, and he goes, Larry, stop moving. If you keep moving, this thing is going to cut your head off. I had a little boy in here last week, and I cut his head off, and it fell off and rolled out the door.
Wow.
That flipped me. I stay perfectly still.
I told you he killed my dad.
Well, no, I'll never forget Dr. Calvert saying that to me. He was a sweet old man, but he did say that to me
with a mean streak.
Well, he did have all the evil toys.
That was his method of keeping kids,
exactly.
Yeah.
But that's where I got my first pair of I want to call it the gum teeth. I don't know.
Yeah, the gum teeth.
Any of the listeners out there had that. It was just the top front teeth.
Right. So I have a mint package of those kind of teeth. This was a later one because back in the day, my brother had them and I adopted them. They were called Dracula teeth. And it was the gum, and then you had the fangs with the teeth in the middle. And one of the fangs, or one of the teeth, had a whistle in it for no apparent reason.
Really?
Weird. And it advertised it. It said it's got a whistle. Why?
The whistling vampire.
It's, remember Dracula and his whistling? Coming to town whistling a happy tune.
Wasn't that a weird subgenre of Hong Kong films? Like you had the jumping vampires, you had the whistling vampires.
The whistling ones, right? Yeah, that was Scandinavia. Right.
Well, okay, Matt, I'm a little confused though. Okay, it had a whistle on the tooth. So does that mean, how did you whistle with the teeth in your mouth? Did you have to take the teeth out and blow, or
no? You could. Well, I mean, I'm sure you could do that as well, but you would slide them in and then you just angle the air toward them. Just exhale, right?
How weird.
And it would make a little, but it was like the dumbest. Stupid.
And I'm sure it didn't drive parents crazy at all.
Oh yeah,
their kids.
Right.
Hey, Dad.
It would have driven my wife to suicide because she gets annoyed when I clink my fork against the bowl of the thing that I'm eating.
Right.
I love that sound.
Oh, see, we should have gotten married.
We should have been
Wow.
roomies, man.
I know.
But like the classic vampire teeth as a kid, like, do you think you take a towel or something and put it around your back like a cape and like you're a vampire, you know?
Right.
Like you just,
Instantly.
it was like you just could not get enough of it. Like, you're right. It was like the earliest, crudest form of cosplay for a little kid.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever have the wax? Like they had like wax lips, but there was a version that also had the fangs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those are weird though. I never understood the wax thing. I mean, they were okay for a while, but then you just chew them. They didn't last. They were just weird. I just prefer sturdy plastic teeth.
You're right. It was very weird. I have a set that Larry gave me.
Yeah, that's true.
I've never opened.
Look, I didn't expect you guys to like James. I hope. Did you open it and start chewing it and run?
No, I still have it. No, unopened.
Because the thing about me getting it for you was I figured you would keep it in the plastic.
Well, yeah,
Yes,
exactly. Now it's a novelty thing to have in the past.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's true, James. When you put that in your mouth, I remember one of my feelings was because I wanted to try it. First of all, I thought my lips were just too darn big for the fangs. And also when you start to bite down to hold that in place, I start to like chew it a little bit.
Yeah, and you start to ingest the wax.
But that was the point of it, though.
I know.
The idea was it was like a replacement for gum. So you'd have these fangs and you could chew on it a little bit, and then when you were done with the whole wax fangs thing, you could just put the whole thing in your mouth and chew on it.
Why would you do that? You're wrecking the teeth. You're wrecking the vampire teeth. You
almost didn't have a choice. I mean, they were lodged in your teeth. I mean, you were going to gnaw on them.
The minute you put them in your mouth, it's done.
Yeah, I'd rather eat Razzles.
Yes, right.
Well, you remember the wax? You remember the wax candy that had like the liquid in it, and they were like little tubes.
I used to love that,
but that I like because it was liquid.
But did you eat the wax too?
No, I just drank the liquid.
But you could if you wanted to.
It's wax. Did you eat the wax?
It's just weird.
Chew.
James.
I chewed it. I didn't swallow it, but yes, I did chew the wax because it had the residue of the sweet liquid, so it was sweet. It was like sweet wax.
See, what I would do is I would suck out the juice, and then I would replace it with other things I liked, like gravy, marinara sauce, hollandaise sauce.
Once I bit into it, and it's like I drank the juice. It's like to me, the fun is over. It's over.
Yeah,
I get no joy of chewing that wax.
Actual candy.
It's like you're chewing a candle, for God's sakes. Okay.
Notice those things are not around anymore. Yeah. Maybe you can.
But I used to love them. I used to love them. When I see them in the corner store, I would get very excited. And what would happen is that there'd be a display, and they had some of them were vampire monster teeth. And then there were the wax lips, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was kind of what you call like the hillbilly, or there'd be one that was like a doofus, like a, buck tooth.
Yeah.
And what would happen is that everyone would want the monster teeth, and you go in there and they'd be all gone, and you're like, oh shit. All right, give me the wax lips.
Story of my life, man.
Yeah. But here's a story for you.
Mm-hmm.
I was so excited being a monster kid and loving vampires and werewolves and all of that, and seeing Eddie Munster, that I heard from somebody, maybe a classmate, that you could file your teeth.
Oh my gosh.
And make them sharp.
Don't tell me.
You didn't try that though, did you?
I did try that. Yes.
Oh my God.
For about 15 seconds, right?
Well, this is what I went home, and I think I told my brother about it, and my brother's like, yeah, oh yeah, I know that's true. Yeah, I know you can
do it. Go ahead. I'll watch it.
It's good. It's good for you. It'll make you live longer. Yeah. And so I got a file, and took my mom's little nail file, and I went in there and I started to do it. And then my brother, his conscience finally kicked in. And he went,
wow,
no, don't really do it, because you take off the enamel, it'll just ruin your teeth. Oh, okay. And so I got it was like zzz, zzz, and then he stopped me.
Wow.
I think it'd just be really painful.
Well, eventually.
Yeah, well, if you kept going doing it, yeah.
Yeah, it has to get through that enamel first.
What kind of file did you use?
I told you, like a nail file.
Like a
nail file. Okay.
Yeah.
You went up to the workbench. Yeah, that's
no, I didn't get the drill.
Like, like the metal.
My Dremel, yeah.
That's great.
Well,
wow.
I loved Monster Teeth so much that when I was a teenager, I got this really cool pair of realistic kind of Dracula teeth that are kind of bloody on the front.
Cool.
And I've had these forever. And when I became a dad, and no, I waited till my daughter was about 5.
Perfect.
We had this little game that we played called Vampire. And I would put on this cape and I would put in these spooky teeth.
Right.
And I would kind of chase her around like the kitchen into the hallway. And then if she ran to where the washer and dryer were, that was like off limits. It was like there was like a force field.
That was hallowed ground. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
exactly.
And so the funny thing, my daughter loved playing that. So she brought her 2 little friends over who lived across the street. And the little boy who loved to play vampire, let's play vampire.
Boy.
Okay. But this teeth really scared him. So what I decided to do is I go, okay, guys, before we play, do we want to play it with teeth or without teeth? And the little boy would always go, without teeth. The teeth always scared him. But I still have these to this day. My daughter loves them when I put them in.
No, those are good. Those are good.
Those are cool.
So
now you can go into Spirit Halloween, and there's no shortage of different adult.
Yeah, you get the most amazing.
Oh my
God.
The ones where you can glue the fangs directly onto your teeth and have them fit in with the rest of your mouth.
Yeah, now it's like makeup effects. Yeah,
there's also a set. There's a set, Matt, that you can put in your mouth, and you can do something inside the mouth which makes the fangs pop down or something.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, that's weird.
And
it's like True Blood.
It takes like a little skill to master it, but yeah. And then they have the ones that have the little blood thing in it, so you can kind of tip it or grind it, and then the little blood will come out. And
the kids have it great now, and it's scary.
We had evil teeth. Look,
we had just plastic teeth, man. Yeah,
yeah. Again, when I saw that as a kid, I thought, why hadn't someone done this earlier?
Yeah,
it's right. It's so perfect. It's right there in front of you.
Well, you know why? Because when we were kids, Halloween was for kids, and nobody took it as a grown-up thing. Now, adults and late teenagers are into it. Yeah. So now they're making products for them. So
that's true.
It's a great time.
Well, of course, yeah. And Larry put up this great thing for Patreon about his Collegeville and Ben Cooper costumes.
Yeah,
it's a great collection. I love your collection, but it made me think about how little people cared about us and our enjoyment of Halloween, because that was kind of the only game in town.
Yeah.
And
that's true.
Rubber mask, you can get a rubber mask, but for the most part, you went into Woolworths and you picked one of these fucking boxes. And that was it. And you think about it, you look at it, it's like it's made of the cheapest everything. The box,
oh my God,
the mask. I mean, I costume, the thought behind it. I mean, everything was just like here.
I mean, I guess if you're enterprising enough little kid, you could get those plastic teeth, but then you can at least get like the vampire blood and like put a little dripping down your your mouth a little bit. That helped a little bit, but that was good stuff. That was it. Yeah.
But to fall on
stick.
But to follow on with Matt, it is true, Matt, that it's the cheapest you could possibly make.
Yeah, dime store material.
A cheap box, cheap material. It can last through the night maybe, and then after that, it's done, which is amazing. Those costumes that I show, I'm so thrilled that they're in okay shape. They're at least the costume is there with the mask, because they just were not made to last.
Not to last at all.
Yeah. And the funny
made
thing,
to last one Halloween. That's it.
And one of the ones that I showed, the mask, was a werewolf, and it had some of but it had some of the coolest teeth. And that's the thing, Matt. Did you ever have this when you go to find that costume? for me, it was always, we got there late, like the day before.
Right,
so all the good ones are gone.
Yeah.
Right.
And
They go fast.
Look, even the King Kong that came out in 76, he has teeth. But it's like, you know, what's left? Well, you got Mickey Mouse and Lance Link, Secret Chimp, you know. Which,
Which, by the way,
yes.
I would want the Lancelot Link.
Are you serious?
Now, yeah.
Well,
sure.
now. But
Back then.
At that time, I mean, come on.
I know, I get it.
Yeah.
But it was amazing how little they cared. Like they couldn't give a flying fuck about what we wore. And but at the same time, I remember as a kid, they were popular, and I don't know, maybe they weren't popular, but maybe they were the only game in town, and that's what we expected as a costume. So we begrudgingly get these things and like, okay, here's the picture of, you know, it's a Mr. T costume, and there's Mr. T. It was saying Mr. T on the front. Right. And you'd like, okay, fuck. Yeah, great. But we always were, even as a child, we were scratching our head going, why? Why?
At least,
why do it like this?
At least it wasn't like your mom tried to do a custom pirate costume or something for you, which, you know, those
that was
costumes,
in a way that was worse. Yeah.
That's true.
And it's you know, looking back now, it's like, oh my God, that was wonderful. It was charming. But no, back then you wanted something store-bought.
You wanted something cool. Yeah, right.
Yeah, the fact that it was store-bought and mass-produced was like, see?
Okay,
our family's doing very well.
Yeah,
exactly.
Along those lines, though, that follows into monster teeth. Whether you said, James, you know, hey, you're dressing up as a pirate. Did your parents have some of the kind of makeup you could smear in your teeth that could make a tooth look like it's missing or make them brown?
I never had that though.
So
it
was just black wax.
Yeah, I think
wax?
so.
That's what I remember it being. Yeah.
Didn't Imagineering offer that?
They called Tooth
point?
Out. It was called Tooth Out.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun.
A little on the nose, but that's fine.
What it did though is it enabled you to have spooky or monster teeth.
True.
Whether, hey, I'm going to make a tooth disappear, or you tried to smear it on your teeth to make them look dark, like you're a zombie or something.
Right. I have bad teeth. Ooh, scary.
Sean, monster teeth are the absence of teeth.
Sean, come on. Don't you remember? You know, okay, so you go to see your grandparents. One of them's like close to death or whatever, and their teeth are like really grotesque.
You're talking.
And you go, and you're saying, oh man, Grandpa really looks like a zombie, you know, and get a load of his teeth.
Jesus.
Well, no, I'm just, come on. Am I the only one? Come on.
Yeah.
Grandpa, when you die, can I have your teeth?
No. You looked at Grandpa.
Well, no, I mean, I didn't. I think
Grandpa smoked a lot, you know.
We got definitely like the yellow rotting. So elderly rotting yellow teeth.
Well, and then, you know, the next morning you're eating all this candy, and until your actual teeth do start to hurt.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, I do remember seeing some kid at some kind of family gathering once, and like the kid's teeth were like, and this was like a kid my age, probably like 8 or 9 or younger, and like his teeth are all bad, like he had almost no teeth. And I was like, Mom, what's going on with that kid's teeth? Oh yeah, he just eats a lot of candy, I guess. Like it was just some kid playing. He was playing with everybody else, but like he had like, it was like it really affected me. Like, wow, that little kid has rotten teeth already.
I knew a comic named Yichi Guy.
Oh, okay. I've heard of
Yichi Guy was really funny, and I liked him a lot. He was a nice guy, but he ate, as far as I know, nothing but candy. And I remember I was leaving the comedy condo as he was coming in, working some club, and you know, everybody brings in some groceries, and he's just got a bag of candy.
No.
Now, unfortunately, he's no longer with us. Maybe that had something to do with it, but I remember at the time, his teeth were gray.
Oh,
wow.
And I always felt like, wouldn't that be a warning sign?
Yeah.
Look at your gray teeth and go, maybe I need to change something.
Yeah. Wow. That's bad.
Yeah. And then if we ever do an episode about monster ears or spooky ears.
We'll get to that.
That was the other thing I saw, which was the kid that had the wax problem.
Oh yeah.
You ever see kids like that?
Wax
was so built up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Yeah, what school did you go to?
You know, you could take out that wax and make
it with the wax ears.
Dr. Moreau University.
You could take that wax and make a little miniature bottle and fill it up with syrup and drink from it.
You can make fangs and chew on it.
It's all brown and
no,
don't do that to Larry.
No. I'm ready to move on because look, as a kid,
sure.
When you see monsters in the movies,
monster kids, right?
There's teeth that definitely stand out, and
when you see it as
so to speak.
Well, for example, for me, we've told this story before, when I went to a summer camp, spent the night, and they showed Nosferatu.
Yeah,
and and I'm talking the 1922
original
version,
sure,
and
the best
look
version.
for a little kid and. It was weird because they didn't have any music going. It was just quiet, but the kids, we were all into it. And that character of Nosferatu freaked the hell out of me.
It's terrifying.
The teeth are, it's the two front teeth that are long and pointy, very much like whether it's like a rat.
Right.
But it's like, to me, that was kind of like my first vampire that I saw.
Yeah. So it was so unique because you grew up like watching, regular vampires' teeth in films, but that struck to me as a very logical and more efficient way to be a vampire, to have those front two teeth sharp, because you can suck the blood much easier, I would think.
It makes sense, didn't it?
You puncture, it's easier to puncture the neck and drink from that.
but it's kind of a giveaway. I'm just saying.
You're
trying to hide the fact, unless you're glamoring people.
Yeah, but
it's a little bit of like, hey, there's a vampire over there.
Yeah,
Hey, sir, are you a vampire?
So you're saying like, Count Orlok, he's like the nutty professor in a way, because his teeth. Get a load of those.
Actually, sleep in a closet.
But Sean, did you see? I was a little confused at one thing, and when I saw, because I saw them around the same time, 1931 Dracula, with Bela Lugosi. Now, to me, when I saw it, I thought I'm gonna see fangs, or maybe I thought I saw fangs, and then I thought, wait, maybe they cut the fangs out, took it out of the movie because it was too scary for audiences. But correct me if I'm wrong. Lugosi doesn't have fangs.
I don't think he ever. I could be mistaken, but I don't think Lugosi ever, in any incarnation of a vampire that he played, I don't think he ever had fangs.
No.
Did any of the Universal Draculas? Lon Chaney Jr. and John Carradine, did they ever?
I know, because it was like you had Lon Chaney Jr. as the werewolf, the Wolfman, and he had teeth, but I don't think any of the class. That's why I think. I mean, aside from Nosferatu, the silent film, once Christopher Lee started playing Dracula, especially the first time you see Christopher Lee as Dracula and bearing those fangs and hissing, it was like, it's so effective. I can just imagine, audiences back then seeing Lee as Dracula. It's just it's a different ball game. It's like
And Sean, isn't it also like Lugosi also felt that it's his sex appeal, his eyes.
It was a different approach to the character.
Performance.
Right.
You want to keep it classy.
But in my mind, Sean, as a kid, because there's that scene when Lugosi is walking and he meets the girl holding the flower, saying "Flower, sir," and he lifts up his cape, and it's basically she vanishes behind the cape, and you hear her scream. So in my mind, which is, I guess, what they're trying to do, make you think, oh, he bites her with his fangs. You're thinking too.
Maybe it was suggested, like maybe they grow and retract. I mean, you don't really think about it, but it's all, you're right, it's all suggested.
I would also bet that at the time when it came to censors and what would be too much for an audience of that time, that was maybe another reason why they didn't show them. But
possibly, yeah.
But you go back to Lon Chaney doing London After Midnight, you've got that makeup.
Yes, you're right.
And those are some pretty hideous teeth.
Yes.
All sharp.
There's several. Yeah, they're all sharp teeth. You're right. That's a very
like piranha teeth or something.
Arresting image. Yeah, they are. Yeah.
And for listeners who are not familiar with it, it's the character's kind of known as the Man in the Beaver Hat, I think, right?
Yeah.
And because the film no longer exists,
it's
or
kind
they
of lost.
They say it's a lost film, and some people go, "Oh, well, we'll find it." No, I think it's because of what it was made out of. It was a popular film during the time. It went to all kinds of theaters. It was played a lot. I think it basically fell apart. That's what I think. I don't think I'll ever see it. But we do have these images, these stills.
Yeah. The figure, there's a great action
figure's
figure.
great. Yeah.
And I believe Forey Ackerman managed to get the teeth that was used in London After Midnight.
Really?
Yeah, he had those teeth along with the case with the makeup and stuff, which I believe was auctioned off years ago.
Wow.
But those teeth still exist somewhere in someone's private collection.
That's amazing.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Kirk Hammett, are you listening? Kirk, are you listening?
Now, in the story, he's not technically a vampire, right? He's posing as a vampire.
Right.
So those teeth were fake to begin with. It was an actor wearing them.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is
and then Mark of the Vampire is a remake of London After Midnight
with Lugosi.
With Lugosi, yes.
Right. But with no fangs.
No fangs. Was Christopher Lee Dracula, was that the first set of fangs post Universal vampires?
I think so. I mean, unless any of our listeners can think of another title that came like after the Universal wave, but before the Hammer films, I don't know of any obviously fanged vampires.
Maybe like a Warner Brothers
vampire,
Bugs Bunny cartoon or something. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah, I know.
You're right. Yes,
maybe.
I don't think
idea.
so. But Sean, you hit the nail on the head. First of all, color. With those bright
blood
colors, the bright red blood. Even though, blood really doesn't look.
Yeah,
to me as a kid, Sean.
As a kid,
Oh my God,
it was a game changer. It really was.
And when you saw those fangs come out of Christopher Lee, and he was sexy but terrifying. Scary. And he didn't
perfect
say
combination.
Yes. Right.
Of both.
It's funny too talking about vampires in cinema. There's a couple examples in the 70s. Where you had vampires, and they actually were kind of cheap, pretty much like the cheap plastic vampire fangs. And that was, you had Al Adamson's Dracula versus Frankenstein with Zandor Vorkov as a Dracula. And actually, it's like kind of the last sequence where Dracula and Frankenstein actually fight, which was filmed later. It was like added, and I think because they had to redo some of the stuff. They didn't have fangs, so they literally gave Xander Vorkov. It looked like literally the cheap plastic vampire. Yeah. They looked just like that. It's so funny. It kind of, in a weird way though, like watching as a kid, it was still kind of creepy because it was so weird. And also, if you watch, I think it's the Count Yorga films. Now, Robert Quarry had really cool, scary teeth, but a lot of his female minions walking around, that had the cheap plastic vampire fangs too. Yeah. It's so funny.
Yeah. I saw Robert Quarry at a signing convention, and by the time I saw him, he was up there in years, and he had missing teeth.
Oh,
not
really?
Not to say talk shit about Robert Quarry. I love him.
Oh, wow. I actually got to meet him too at a signing.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and he started pretty
nice.
Good. Yeah, he signed my Deathmaster DVD.
He signed my Deathmaster lobby card.
Nice. Yeah. But so that was funny. So even in cheap movies, though, sometimes you could actually see that they're just the vampire teeth.
And this is ironic because you've got Christopher Lee, and we finally see the fangs, and he's got a pretty nice set of teeth.
Yeah.
Which kind of goes against the British stereotype of shitty teeth.
Oh.
True.
Well, wait. See, the top teeth are straight. His bottom teeth, I believe, are not.
Okay.
And when he does his thing, his bottom lip kind of goes over, I think, the bottom
to hide
teeth.
him maybe? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like I believe the bottom teeth are a little
the bottom
crooked.
teeth are
okay.
Okay. That's like me. My bottom
row
is
mine too. Yeah. You're a little crowded.
And let me just jump ahead to one thing, and that is Star Trek The Next Generation, when they would do the Klingons. One thing I've noticed over the years is that the Klingons had their top row of teeth were the ones that were kind of animal-like and messed up and, kind of feral.
Yeah.
And then the bottom row were these nice, clean, just regular human teeth. And I thought, really, guys? You can't just give them a bottom row or mess up the bottom row?
It didn't match, really. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of weird.
That's one thing over the years I just go, why didn't someone go, Look, this will take a second. Let me color these in.
Look, you've done acting before with prosthetics or something.
Some would call it that, but
okay, when you're an actor and you need to emote, you need to say your lines clearly. And I think what might have happened is when you put two sets of teeth there, it's harder to speak and it's more difficult to speak than if you had just a one top.
Well, and that's why when you see the Ferengi, they have the top and bottom row.
You're right.
And they do have that kind
of. Yeah, they have to exaggerate a little bit. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
It's true.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, you have a point. But still, you could have colored the bottom ones. That's all.
I will say this though. We had talked earlier, I think before the show started, about if you had to go and you see that female vampire coming at you and you go, well, what the hell, if you had one of the sexiest female vampire teeth I saw was from 1971, Twins of Evil.
Oh yeah.
Madeline.
I almost fainted when you said that.
It's a famous vampire.
Yeah, it's a pretty well known.
Absolutely,
well known as sexy hammer film.
What is it? The second film in the Karnstein trilogy.
The Vampire Lovers
is the first one.
Twins
and then Lust for a Vampire is the final one, which is not so great, but another ridiculously hot vampire.
Yeah, those were voluptuous teeth.
Isn't it weird? You're right though. You're like turned on and scared at the same time.
Because Sean, because there's something about those teeth in particular, and maybe it has something to do with the lovely young lady, but it's not like the teeth appear soft, but it looks like it's just a little pinprick. It won't hurt very much, and that makes you go, well, all right, what the hell? I'll just lean up. Oh, okay, because you're getting your neck bit by the lovely Madeline Collinson.
The Collinson twins.
Yeah.
Tell you the whole vampire thing.
Yep.
Well, on the subject of females, Lair of the White Worm by Ken Russell.
Oh yeah, those are some nasty long.
Those are nasty.
Yeah.
Amanda Donohoe.
Yes. And you do not see them, even though they're on the poster. In the movie, you just don't see it coming. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah. Well, she literally looks. She almost looks like a snake.
Yes.
Right.
It's No, that's a great kind of insane
underrated film.
It is. Yeah.
But those are some great monster teeth.
Yeah.
It totally takes you by surprise. I guess it's what you would expect. I guess.
Yeah.
That's the first place your mind goes when you talk about monster teeth. A vampire.
Yeah.
I think the next place I would go would be a werewolf.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
And that's what was great about the Wolfman, the Universal Wolfman,
classic
Lon Chaney Jr., because that makeup, first time out of the gate of doing you had the Werewolf of London, which was Henry Hull, which was kind of a half werewolf costume mask appliance.
But still cool.
It's still cool. I love it. I think it's great. But when you see that full on Jack Pierce, full makeup, you got the hands, you got the feet. That is some amazing makeup, and that is a scary monster. And you get to finally see some really horrendous monster teeth coming at you.
True.
The thing I remember about that too is the bottom teeth, those protruding bottom teeth. And to me, Matt, it was unsettling because it's unlike the other monsters I see, fangs on top. Here it's underneath, and easier to rip you apart kind of a thing.
Also, the Universal monsters, think about it. You have Frankenstein, which is a more sympathetic, pathetic creation of body parts.
Kind of rooting for him.
You have Dracula, who's this sophisticated kind of character, and the Mummy, who's just going to shambles along. But then you have the Wolfman, he's going to tear you apart. I mean, he's like feral and scary.
Well, especially by the time you get to The Howling and American Werewolf in London, where the teeth are lethal. Yeah. I mean, those, there's no question about it.
Oh, wow.
More like a real wolf, whereas that Jack Pierce Wolfman makeup is almost like a mashup of wolf and man.
Yes.
Yeah. He may bite you, but they will eat you.
They will. There'll be nothing left.
Yeah.
Right.
I would say Paul Naschy did a good job of continuing that kind of feral, scary Wolfman character in the makeup. I always thought in Naschy's werewolf Waldemar Daninsky films, he was a great werewolf too, because he was just hyper and crazy and just attack you. I mean, he was a good werewolf.
Well, along those lines,
he was feral.
Yes, teenage werewolf.
Michael Landon, teenage werewolf.
Absolutely.
Right. And what scared me about him was the teeth were great, but the drool.
Yeah.
He was like foaming at the mouth. He was like rabbing.
He's foaming at the mouth.
You're
that
right.
freaked me out. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with that?
That was a great touch.
It was.
Absolutely,
it was. It's so memorable. I mean, it's so memorable.
Well,
you hadn't seen that before.
I will say this. This was made a little later, and I don't remember any drool, but from 1961, you have a great werewolf film with Oliver Reed.
Yes.
And
my favorites.
Curse of the Werewolf.
Curse of the Werewolf. And the thing about it, he has the bottom teeth like Lon Chaney. But what's interesting is if you see the movie, how this character turns into a werewolf is different and unique. And there's a sequence when he's a kid, and it's freaked me out as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
The little boy is having this nightmare, and he's turning kind of wolf-like, and he's trying to get out of these bars that his dad put, so he can't get out.
Sweating.
And he's sweating, and his teeth are the top teeth, they're fangs.
Right.
And he had like pointy eyebrows. And he was all sweaty, and it freaked me out as a kid because I thought I kind of looked like him at the time, oh my god! But it was interesting how he starts out with the teeth on top, but then eventually, when he turns into Oliver Reed, he has
right.
Look, let's face it, that is a great looking werewolf.
It's one of my favorite werewolves. And it's also one of my favorite werewolf movies because it's an epic. It goes through like 3 different time periods. And the first part of the story really almost in a lot of ways has nothing to do with being a werewolf or anything. It leads up to that.
It's tragic.
But all of it is fascinaing and scary.
Yep.
And then you got Oliver Reed, who is terrifying without the makeup.
He's intense, man.
But he's so good. He's so good. There's that great scene in that movie where the full moon is really fucking with him, and he's got the town trollop brings him up to her room, and she's trying to get the moves on him, and he's just like, which for me, I don't care how much I'm into someone, I pick up the signs, and maybe let's table this, let's do this another time.
Yeah. Well, if you're talking animalistic, gnashing, scary teeth in a different way, definitely one of the most memorable examples of monster teeth is from the 1975 TV movie Trilogy of Terror.
Oh, Sean, it's here on my list.
The Zuni fish doll is kind of like basically just a running pair of teeth. I mean, it's just
right. It's like a body attached to teeth.
It says teeth and screaming. I mean, that's what you see. It's so scary and so memorable. And not only that, but you also get the possessed Karen Black at the end.
Spoiler alert.
Which is so scary and unsettling as well when she has the teeth. Like it's just I mean, it's so scary. It really
is.
Yeah.
Sean, I told my daughter what we were going to be discussing tonight, and she said, "Daddy, you got to talk."
You have to.
It is one of her favorite films, even though it was made for television. And she said, "Dad, as a kid, that terrified me." And I said, "Well, honey, why'd you make me show it to you?" She goes, "Oh, but I loved it, Dad. I loved it."
Right, of course.
She watched it over and over and over again.
And you can imagine those teeth taking a chunk out of you, when it bites her on the neck and she's trying to pull it off, it's just
like, why does he even have the spear?
He
doesn't need the spear.
And he's like the chattering teeth. He's like a chattering teeth on legs.
And it's true. It's
with fangs.
And you know what gets me, Sean? You know if you go to someone's house and they have a little dog, you go to the door and the door opens and the dog comes up and goes,
right.
It's small. And you're taken aback. There's something about something that's short, that's small, that can bite you on the ankle, on the leg, on the calf.
Yeah.
And that's another
unnerving
thing. it's like if the Zuni fetish doll were larger, it's like, okay, I'm going to use my hands to kind of block it. But when it's down there, when it's that small,
it's disconcerting somehow.
Yeah. And that the teeth are both, like you said, on the top and the bottom. That is just terrifying.
Yeah.
Those are some of the greatest teeth. That's a great episode.
Speaking of chattery teeth, there's a famous Stephen King short story from the early 90s called Chattery Teeth.
Ooh, really?
It was in his collection Nightmares and Dreamscapes.
Okay.
And it's about a man who goes to a convenience store and finds these old chattery teeth and picks them up. And he then picks up a hitchhiker who turns out to try to kill him. And the teeth come to life and come to the driver's rescue.
Oh my gosh.
And they literally bite the hitchhiker to death.
Wow.
Fantastic.
And this was adapted by Mick Garris in 1997 in the anthology film Quicksilver Highway.
Oh, really?
And there was no attempt to make it really scary or realistic. It's kind of a goof. It's kind of a joke.
Black comedy.
Why?
Why?
I don't know.
Like the monkey. They decided to make, let's make it wacky and crazy.
Because the minute you do that, you're not making it scary or funny. It's just
I guess it was a little bit, the whole thing was a little bit tongue in cheek. It was trying to do creep show. Probably the most remarkable thing about it is that the chattery teeth were not typical novelty store chattery teeth in the adaptation. They were almost like a dentist's teeth that you see in a dentist's office. They looked like actual mold of human teeth. And it was wearing these shoes were actually bigger than any chattery teeth novelty I've ever seen. And then also on the topic of King, I would also mention Fluffy, the monster in Creepshow in the crate.
Oh, yeah.
Those are some great teeth.
Yeah. When that thing chomps down you, it's like, oh, that's going to hurt.
You believe it. Yeah. Well, Matt, I think another going along those lines, James, would be the Cenobite known as the Chatterer in the Hellraiser franchise.
Oh my god,
Chatterer is great. It literally communicates just by like gnashing its teeth. It's so
that's my favorite.
It's great. He's a favorite Cenobite. Yeah, that's a scary one.
Sean, did you ever think though, if you had a carrot, and he's you could throw a little carrot and he goes and
you probably like that, yeah.
You just have him standing by as a shredder, just like the cops come after you, you're like, shit. Where's Chatterer?
No, Sean, I think my thing was because the teeth, I think his teeth were straight though. Weren't they straight?
Well, his lips are kind of like pulled back.
They're pulled back.
Stretched.
But I don't know if they were sharp, but they were very unsettling.
Scary.
It looks
They're very scary.
Very scary.
And wasn't he, in one of those movies, you get to see who everybody was before they became a Cenobite? Right. And isn't he a child?
Oh, yeah, I think you're right. I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I love that. Oh, I love Chatterer.
Yeah.
No,
so those teeth surprised you, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, how about from 1985's Fright Night? When
of course, it's on my list.
And I'm saying specifically, one is Evil Ed. When Evil Ed has this little transformation, and when he goes from boy to this evil character, and it's kind of like whether he's wolf or vampire, you're not really sure, but there's this moment where sees Roddy McDowell, and they have this moment, and he reads the little note. Ooh, the food is in the refrigerator or in the oven, and his teeth are like these protruding teeth that are like sharp and different angles, and they're so creepy. Right. Those teeth really freaked me out. But also, there's another sequence where Amy Peterson, played by Amanda Bierce,
right?
You think that she's I'm so bad, Charlie. She's has her head down.
You promised nothing would happen to me. And
it's this famous scene, when we had Tom Holland, the director, he talked about this scene where she lifts her head up and she shows this giant gaping mouth with these big jagged teeth all around. That freaked me out.
So unsettling.
It became so popular that it was the image on the poster. Movie poster.
That's right.
And I think Tom Holland he told us, I think it was almost like an afterthought or a last minute decision to do that. They didn't know what to do, with the makeup or the look. And that was almost like put together pretty quickly.
Sure. It was.
Because there's something about when you look at a regular person's face, I mean, the mouth is the most expressive feature on a human face. So when you see fangs or monstrous teeth like that on someone, it's so jarring, and it's like a primal reaction. It's like it's like a predator coming after you.
Yeah, and for listeners, if you haven't listened to that episode where we talked to Tom Holland about basically his career writing for Psycho 2 and then doing Fright Night and Child's Play, the whole stories that he told us about Fright Night, they're just fantastic. And that sequence, he goes into depth about that. So you should definitely check out that episode.
That's great. But as a little side note, I do want to point out that scene that you were talking about, Larry, with Evil Ed turning into the wolf and then turning back.
Yeah.
That, I think, is one of the most overlooked transformation scenes in a movie. You always hear about The Howling and American Werewolf in London, but you almost never hear about that scene, which I think is really one of the most well done scenes like that. I mean, it's very smooth. The transitions are done really nicely, and it's gut wrenching too, because it's sad because you see this injured Evil Ed, and he's just in this torment of what you think is his death. But anyway, I don't want to give too much away, but I'm sure you've all seen the movie anyway. So
see it.
It's one of my favorite horror movies of all time.
From 1985.
That's right.
Well, how about a character that we all know and love that we've been talking a lot about recently, and that is Godzilla.
Yeah, it's on my list.
Now, Godzilla, we all recognize that Godzilla has these big, formidable monster teeth.
Yes.
But I would say if we're talking about the scariest and most teeth on a Godzilla, it would have to be Shin Godzilla.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Because his jaw starts like almost at the back of his head. He's just he's all teeth.
You're right.
Yeah.
And that was something that when I saw the initial images of what this new Godzilla looked like, it scared me. Because it's
scary, but also disturbing.
Yeah, disturbing, because it almost looks like a supernatural creature.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This weird cross between a dinosaur and a mutated jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's really effective because it's so unnatural. I would say, Matt, in the same way, the Reapers from Blade 2. Blade 2 really freaks you out because it's a sequel to Blade. I like all the Blade films. You know, the first Blade's great. They're scary vampires, pretty much your classic vampires. But in Blade 2, there are these other vampires that are killing vampires.
A mutant offshoot.
Mutant kind of like strain of them. And these things are Reapers. They're vampires, but basically when they attack you, their entire jaws open up like a flower.
Yes.
To clamp down.
I remember that.
It's so freaking. And it looks amazing. The effects are great. And that's the one directed by Guillermo del Toro. And it is great. And it's really scary, completely inhuman looking when they do this. That's the thing too, because you look kind of like human, then their whole face opens up. It's so disturbing.
There is a Predator look to it, but you got to hand it to Predator. I mean,
sure.
I mean, Stan Winston designed, and that was after they did a completely different design of Predator with the Jean-Claude Van Damme that didn't work. It was like this kind of dinosaur-looking thing, and it was terrible. So they had to come up with something else, and they came up with this like kind of crab-looking. I mean, it's so kind of crab and a piranha and an alien. It's classic.
I was on the road when I saw that movie, and it was one of those moments where I'm bored, it's during the daytime and I go to the mall just trying to kill some time, and I'm like, and I'd heard a little bit about this movie, but I didn't know really what it was about. And I thought, oh shit, is this just going to be another Schwarzenegger kind of action thing?
Right.
But I go and I see it just because I know that there's something science fiction in it, and it's good. It's getting better. But then when that helmet comes off, because I thought that's really kind of all we were going to see.
Yeah.
The helmet comes off, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Stan Winston.
You are one ugly motherfucker.
That's a great moment.
I mean, then you have to throw in of course, Alien.
Yeah.
Well, that is a special place.
But think about it, because it has no eyes.
Yes.
And it's again kind of like there's any fetish doll. It's like kind of like just a collection of teeth coming after you, and then it's got the extra thing inside the mouth.
Well,
I mean,
Sean, that had never been done before.
No,
Think about it. This is Alien 1979, and they're trying to make an alien creature that no one is familiar with, that looks unique. You had the giant phallic head with the no eyes and this protruding mouth. It's a double set of jaws.
Yes.
And I remember, well, actually, at the beginning, when we first see the little alien come out of, poor John, on the dining table, and you see the little silver teeth. At that moment, I go, "Oh man, it has silver teeth. That's nasty. That's nasty. That's messed up." And then he grows into this thing, this giant creature that has that protruding. There's that shot where he's in the ship and he's resting and he stretches his little mouth, and it's like the first time you're able to see his second mouth come out, and it's got all the slime on it and the silver teeth and the fangs. And that is probably, to me, Sean, that's probably one of the scariest sets of monsters he's ever made.
I was hoping it was going to be like a Russian nesting doll where it's just smaller and smaller teeth keep coming out.
And when it strikes with such force. Like you really believe that like it's penetrating a skull, like it's it's scary, man.
Guys, we haven't talked about the vagina in the room. There was a 2007 movie called Teeth.
I've heard of this. I've never seen it. Yeah. Have you seen it? Has anybody seen it?
It's great.
The trailer was enough.
No, it's not. Sean, I'm surprised you haven't seen it.
I know. It's so good. On my list. Okay, I will.
And Larry,
explain the premise.
Kathy would love this movie.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
It's very empowering. It's a female empowering film.
But what is the premise?
So the premise is this woman is born with these set of teeth in her vagina.
The term is vagina dentata.
Sure, but you all knew that already.
That was the working title.
No.
Yeah, the marketing guys were like, no one's going to get Latin.
But so she's born this way, and so she's got this creepy brother, and I'm trying to remember I forget if she's adopted, and so the brother's adopted. But anyway, the brother at a very young age tries to diddle her. And this is like a very early scene. You see them as little kids, and the kid comes away with bloody fingers, trying to explain, and they're like, how'd you hurt yourself? And then cut to later, she is now part of this, like, I guess it would be like a Christian abstinence movement.
Of course she is.
So it's a way of maybe dealing with this. I don't know. But they link all these things, and it's good. It's got some nice little social commentary.
Is it, Matt, is it played straight? Is it kind of dark comedy horror? Is it
there is comedy in it, but it's done really well. It's not, it doesn't hit you over the head.
Okay.
It's more satirical.
Oh, okay. I did like, I remember seeing the poster and the tagline,
which is a great movie.
The tagline is "Every rose has its thorn."
But it's not.
I'll see it.
It's not a date film, is it, Matt?
Depends on the date.
Right. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's on my list. I would definitely check it out.
I'm surprised you haven't seen this.
I
did from 2007.
And you have not seen it, James.
The trailer was enough.
What do you mean? Wait, hold on. Back up a little bit. Back up.
I don't have castration fantasies, Matt.
Wait a minute. You bring up a film, and then, I've seen the trailer, and then you haven't seen the movie?
Well, because I thought either somebody has seen it and can talk about it, or if none of us has seen it, at least it's worth mentioning on this episode.
Well, yeah, it definitely is fitting for this episode, of course. Yeah.
But James, look, I don't have a castration fantasy. Of all my fantasies, it's very low. It's very low.
Yeah,
but it's a horror movie. I don't have a beheading fantasy or let's make a suit out of my skin fantasy either.
Right. And you don't have a human centipede fantasy, I know. Well,
let's just say there are a great many horror films I don't get to, so that was just one of them.
Well, okay, but then
there's no eye in it though.
But then one
might have been.
Unless you're looking very closely at it. And then...
Okay, so Matt,
that's the deleted scene.
The gynecologist scene.
Oh,
so Matt, you recommend this film?
100%.
Okay. All
it's
right.
great. It's a great movie.
Well, then along the same lines, in some ways, is a film that all of us have seen many times. Is Carpenter's The Thing, because that's another movie where a different part of the body produces giant teeth
all over the place.
Right.
All over the place.
Teeth everywhere. Oh my gosh,
yeah. I mean,
Sean.
Well, there's teeth in the chest cavity.
Yeah, it's like it takes you by surprise.
Probably for me, maybe that's the scariest moment in the film.
Yep.
Because
it's so unexpected.
So unexpected.
How can you expect that? Like, okay, I'm waiting for the guy's chest to open up and teeth to come out. When's it going to happen?
And I've played that film for people of younger generations,
right?
And they're just like, what the fuck happened to you? Like,
wow,
maybe the world is just so horrible that you
desensitized.
It's one of the greatest films
it's
ever.
So good,
it
teeth
is
everywhere.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's a good one.
And hey, not to toot my own horn here, but I guess you could say that film has a bit of Lovecraftian horror. Yes. I did a comic book story for Creepy magazine.
That's right.
That was
I have it.
Lovecraftian, and one of the creatures that I created was one that had mouths and teeth all over it, little mouths and teeth all over it. And it does something really horrible at the end. But I love that. You put little mouths on anything.
Yeah.
I love it. The episode of Stand Against Evil that I worked on with Dana, there are, I forget what they call them, the little things that like you put on someone when they're in the hospital, that like the little, like for
like monitoring
EKG thing.
EKG, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I had a scene where those are put on Stan, and there are little mouths in it.
Right.
Little mouths in them. Yeah.
That's great.
I love shit like that.
Yeah.
It's funny you should mention how much you love little things like little mouths like that, because there are some toys out right now, Matt, that you could get.
Really?
There's the Fugglers that my daughter loves, and these are
Fugglers.
Fugglers. They're ugly little stuffed toys, and they have these mouths that have. It looks like they're real teeth, and they're kind of like square-like, and I don't find them particularly cute, but my daughter does, and she has a few of these Fugglers.
So, Larry, are these toys like, have you heard of these things? Labubu?
Oh, they're not, no.
Super popular, like crazy popular.
Yes.
Labubu, huh?
Labubu. And they're these cute, creepy little monster. They kind of look like, the ones I've seen look like the kid in Where the Wild Things Are.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But a more cartoony version of that.
Huh. Okay.
And the faces are really more like monsters than a kid in a costume.
Okay.
But they are so popular to the point where I watched on YouTube a thing about some woman who was in line. So there was like in a mall, there's a machine that you can buy them from, and they're refilled every day, and people want them so badly, and they wait in line and they get there early for these machines to be restocked. And this one person had another person save her place in line, and this other woman who wanted to get a bunch of them for her kids, and all these other people just wanted one, but this one woman is like, "Oh, how dare you! You can't hold the place in line!" And
my God,
and it turned, and the cops came.
It sounds like the Cabbage Patch Doll phenomenon.
Exactly. The cops came and took this person away.
Wow.
And the mom
Labubu incident.
Yeah, the mom is freaking out. And then you see over in the corner, there's dad and the kids just kind of staring at their shoes going, oh, shit.
What the fuck? Wow.
Yeah. That's how crazy popular they are.
And South Park just did an episode where the Labubu craze supposedly had kids doing these ceremonies up in their attics, and a gateway to hell.
Yeah.
Kids summon Satan through Labubu.
Nice.
Well, for me, more of a simpleton with toys and teeth. There were some great toys. Matt, you remember the Inhumanoids from Hasbro back in 1986? Yeah. There was this giant one called Meltar, and he had these huge sharp teeth, and he looked like a giant ogre, and the two front teeth were supposed to glow.
Okay.
Well, they had that thing where the light would come.
Yeah, the light would
head.
shine in.
Yeah.
But get this, guys, believe it or not, there was a robot, a toy robot that was made around 1969. He's known as the Laughing Robot, but his real name is the Hysterical Robot, or Hysterical Happy Harry Robot.
What?
And Hysterical Happy Harry, when you put batteries in him, Matt, Matt, if I could get this for you, I would, because it's like a comedian, but it's very expensive.
What year, Matt? What year, Larry?
1969.
Oh, 60s. Okay, yeah.
And when you put the batteries in, what happens is he has these lips that open up, and it shows this mouth that has teeth, and it goes, ha, 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 ha.
Oh, weird.
That sounds good.
And the shoulders go up and down like he's a Jerry Lewis.
Wow.
It to me, I thought of it as, it's like a comedy robot. Matt would like that. Oh shit, that's way too expensive.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm sure.
Hey man,
I never heard of that.
Yeah, but so if you can find it on YouTube, it's called
I'll look it up.
The Laughing Robot, or the Hysterical Happy Harry Robot. It's by Yasunewa, made in 1969, and
We're going to Japan.
He's got a great set of teeth. But think about it, when you think of robots, you don't think of a robot with teeth.
Yeah,
in my dreams, I think of that. But Larry, so you brought up toys.
I did.
And I know that there are a number of toys, and you probably have a better knowledge of this than I do, about various toys and games that involved a jaw snapping shut or something with a mouth. Wasn't there one where you had to shoot something into the mouth of somebody, or the Jaws game?
That I was gonna say, James would probably know that there's the famous Jaws one. We haven't even talked about the
Jaws, of course.
Jaws.
Yeah. Well,
classic.
Sure. And the fact that even on the poster it's got layers of teeth, which is something I'd never seen before.
Yeah, which really, it really stands out when you see that. You know.
There was a great game that you had the shark's mouth open. You had to take a little hook and try to take out the junk that was inside
that's right.
the shark's mouth, or it would close on you, and that's how you would lose.
Right.
James, you didn't have that?
It even came with the little body of the kid, too. It was very good.
And they've since re-released that game, I think.
Yes,
Super 7, I think. Pretty much exactly the same.
NECA. Although the shark now, it looks way better. It looks way more screen accurate than what they did back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's cool.
But do you remember any other games, Larry, like that? Or
well, it's funny. I remember a pinball machine that it's called Funhouse, where there's a puppet guy that has teeth.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And what's wild about it is he also has these eyes that kind of roll back, and it also does this thing where you can do multiple. It does like multi-ball play, and he spits the balls out of his mouth, and it kind of has like this gagging thing. He goes
I want that too.
Nice.
That sounds great. What a good time.
And one of my favorite dolls. Well, I gave it to my daughter, of course. There's a beautiful vampire doll from Living Dead set that has these beautiful fangs, and it's beautiful, gorgeous curly hair, and it looks very much like the young girl in Interview with a Vampire. And it might have been made around
Kirsten
the same time.
Dunst.
Beautiful silk dress and stuff. I have the stuffed King Kong with the giant teeth, with the teeth open or the mouth open. That's like a roaring King Kong. I mean, there are a bunch out there, but hey,
and
who doesn't love? Yeah,
James and I have those. Was it Bison
dolls
that are so good,
gorgeous.
Yes, we're talking sexy vampires. Ooh.
But it's it's a figure that's, I almost said life size. It's not life size. It's, like 12 or 16 inches, and she's soft to the touch, correct?
Yeah.
I see.
She's made out of like a fleshy material.
Is she
right?
now?
So in a way, you can kind of reenact that scene from Bride of Frankenstein. Remember with the little king and queen? They're in the little jars. You could put your Vampirella in a jar, right?
That's right. Yeah. No, that was a bit of a game. I remember when the Playboy dolls came out,
right?
And there were a set of these they were bigger than 12-inch, right? They were like they're
16.
I have a couple 16-inch, right?
And I actually helped produce those.
Did you really?
Yeah,
James.
I love them. I worked
Playboy Bunny figures.
Yeah, I worked with the licensee on having the Playmates go and sit for a 3D rendering.
Is that right? Wow.
Yeah.
I love them. I think they're great. Excellent work. But I remember the skin, like you touched the skin and that skin felt a little softer and better than like your average plastic doll.
Wow.
But then Bison put out all these figures that had that squishy skin. And you're like, what? I don't know how to feel about this.
Hey, James, who were the Playmates? Was it Ava Fabian?
It was Ava Fabian, Daleen Curtis, Victoria Silvstedt.
Yep.
Wow.
Maybe one more. Yeah.
Who was the bunny?
Ava Fabian.
That was Ava Fabian. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They're amazing. They're amazing. I wish there had been more of them.
I know.
Well, they don't have monster teeth.
No, but they
fleshy
make
doll.
Yeah, but they make me go higher.
Oh.
So we're back.
if we could just for a moment touch on metal teeth.
Ooh.
Because there have been movies that feature characters with metal teeth.
Sure.
Certainly Phantom of the Paradise, when Winslow Leach gets his head crushed in a record press.
Classic.
Great.
Actually, before that, he's in prison. He's like in Sing Sing, and the prison dentist extracts all his teeth.
That's right.
Well, probably just to torture him, and then he ends up with metal dentures. And then, of course,
effective.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, that and the black lipstick adds so much to that appearance.
Yes.
And then, of course, The Spy Who Loved Me, Richard Keel as Jaws.
Absolutely on my list. Yeah. That's
great.
Classic. Matt, I think you would appreciate this one. If you're talking about a monster that just with like tons and tons of sharp teeth, that would be the Deadly Spawn.
On my list.
Kind of, right? Kind of like a weird alien worm. Kind of,
that's all
inspired by
teeth. Yeah.
Inspired by Alien, but it's basically just like a worm with teeth. I mean,
he probably has the most teeth.
Yes.
Like
out of control teeth. Yeah.
It's like someone did a weird like Brundlefly thing with the sandworm.
Yeah.
Yes. And speaking of which, the sandworms. I mean,
the sandworms, right?
Crazy giant teeth.
Wait, do they? Do they have
the
teeth?
sandworm? They have like little spiky,
spiky
circular
ones in the middle.
Circular. Levels of teeth inside. I mean, they don't, because the worms are so giant. The teeth maybe are harder to, but they're definitely teeth in there. Yeah.
Which would then remind me of the Sarlacc from Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
There are teeth there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's some teeth in there. So when you have a hole with a teeth, with a teeth.
Yes.
With teeth.
Now, of course, are you talking about the new digital version, which came later, and not the one that came out in 1983?
I can only comment on the one I think that. So did they put in teeth or did they take teeth away?
They added more like tentacles and like chomping stuff.
Well, also though, wasn't it the Book of Boba Fett? You saw him down in there and you saw him get out.
Yes.
Remember, like you saw more teeth in there, I think too. But yeah, no, it definitely had teeth for sure.
And then there's speaking of Star Wars, there's the creature inside the asteroid.
Oh, right. The asteroid worm.
The asteroid worm.
I'm sure there's a name for the
name.
Species. Like the Gorlak or something.
It is. You're right. It's something like that. Yeah.
Is there
really?
a name for every? Yes. Every. Look, do you guys not remember a man? Okay, there is a name.
Right.
Wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Sean, it's called the Exogorth. So you were very close.
All right, the Exogorth. Because it almost chomps down on the Millennium Falcon. They get out
I knew it. Every creature, everything has a name. Oh, that's blah 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 blah. Whatever it is.
That's a good name.
There you go.
I know it's kind of a Gremlins similar film, but Critters have a great row of teeth.
Yeah,
the Kyoto brothers,
really.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of metal teeth, how about the dolls from Barbarella?
On my list, Matt.
Yeah.
Those are scary too because they jump down. They do that little shriek when they do that. Like it's just weird.
Wow.
It's totally unsettling.
Yeah, those scare the hell out of me.
Of course, Pennywise in all incarnations.
Pennywise.
Unsettling teeth. Very unsettling teeth.
Lots of
and then clown teeth. A lot of clown teeth out there.
Yeah. Yes.
Killer clowns from outer space.
Oh, yeah.
Well, in the night gallery segment, the doll, when that doll is grinning at the end.
Kind of like the Barbarella dolls. Yeah.
Holy shit.
And they're poisonous.
Yeah.
They're poison-tipped teeth. Yeah, that's a good one.
Really?
Okay, well, if you're talking about teeth, though, maybe one of the most ultimate examples of monster teeth is a creature that is literally made of teeth taken from murdered children. I'm talking about the tooth child from Channel Zero, Candle Cove.
Oh,
it takes each teeth. It's made of teeth. If anybody hasn't seen this, first of all, see that. That's the first season of Channel Zero. It's great, but just look up images of the tooth child. It is so disturbing.
Where's that figure?
Yes, it's one of the most unique, just horror creatures I've ever seen. It's so
terrific,
so unsettling. It's great. Yeah.
So what about, this is more smile than teeth, but teeth are part of your smile. And so I would put a bunch in this category, like the Joker, Batman, the Man Who Laughs.
Man Who Laughs, Conrad Veidt. Yeah. Oh, that's so
that inspired the Joker.
Yes. Yeah. That movie is amazing. It's so tragic and amazing. It's just creepy and sad and amazing.
Yeah. And then later you've got Mr. Sardonicus.
Yes. Fantastic.
That movie it's not, I don't think it's really one of Castle's best films.
No, but
that makeup is
so disturbing,
just amazing. It really works.
And I love the idea behind it too, because it's supposed to be that this guy sees the corpse of his father, I think, in a grave that scares him so much that he grimaces in fear, and it stays frozen on his face.
That way,
it's great. It's like, oh yeah.
Yeah. And then if we're talking about human beings in horror movies, Terry Thomas from Vault of Horror. He's got that big mouth with the gap in the middle.
Classic gap in his mouth.
Man. Can you imagine all the things that go through the gap?
Wow. Those are some monster teeth, man. Let me tell you.
That's true.
Well, there are a couple of movies that play off on fear of going to the dentist.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, I mean, the Citizen Kane would be Marathon Man with Dustin Hoffman.
On my list.
Where Olivier, as a Nazi on the run, tortures Hoffman. And I mean, it's just like, it's one of the most intense scenes in cinema history, I think. And they both play it so well. And Gremlins, too. Speaking of Gremlins, actually did a little homage to it. It's a dumb film, but, there it is.
Little Shop of Horrors?
Yeah,
absolutely. Both versions. Both the original and the musical version. Yeah.
And if we're talking plants with teeth, you also have Audrey with some.
Audrey's great. The Audrey creation in the film version of the musical is amazing.
Yeah.
You watch that and you think, oh, that's CGI. It's all physical,
practical.
mechanical effects. Watch that again. It's incredible. It is so well. It moves so well and fluidly. It's incredible.
I agree. And I've always had this urge to take Godzilla versus Biollante. We got a plant that has mouths on it.
Who would win?
Dub in that soundtrack.
Oh yeah, right, totally.
Oh,
feed me Toshi.
That is a lot of monster teeth.
That's a lot of monster teeth.
Did I ever tell you guys I tried to get through dental school?
Yeah.
No.
It was like pulling teeth.
Wow.
I would say that I like going to the dentist, but I'd be lying through my teeth.
Oh.
I love my dentist. He knows the drill.
Yeah. All right. No, you're not done.
I hope we're at the tail end of this.
Security is really tight now at my dentist's office. There's a full cavity search.
All right. Yeah.
Wow.
Actually,
are we done?
They made a movie about my dentist. It opened wide.
Wow, he's ready to go, man.
Wow.
Kill me now.
Wow. Wow, you are the Dr. Giggles.
Wow.
Dentist puns.
Well,
That's right. Oh my gosh.
Just been
Okay,
Can
I
we
feel better now.
I'd say if this show had a lightning round, maybe this is a good time for it. Just throw out stuff.
Yeah. Well, one, I have to mention these two films because I would say they're regular people who are possessed, but it's like you were saying, Matt, it's the Smile. It's the film Smile.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, Smile. Oh,
so
great.
Creepy.
Yes,
and I would say Smile 2, which I like even more.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Smile 2 is even more freaky. And Smile 2 actually features an actual kind of smile monster that you see at some point. It is so freaky and disturbing. That's a good one. It's kind of like the Sardonicus and Man Who Laughs. It's like just somebody smiling maniacally is creepy as hell.
Well, how about a dark spiritual cousin of that kind of thing would be the Babadook?
Yeah.
On my list also, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, also because of like the black lips, and the teeth inside it. It's disturbing.
Yeah. The It's Alive Baby?
Oh,
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's unsettling looking teeth for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, that when that came out, there was a time where I could scare to death my high school friend Kurt Lyon by just turning off the lights and going, "Ay!"
Really? Yeah, it was creepy.
Or doing my It's Alive Baby impression.
Now, who here has an It's Alive Baby at home? Don't you guys have?
I do.
Yes.
Yeah, we all have.
Yes.
So
yes.
three out of 4.
3 men and an It's Alive Baby.
That's right.
Green lighted.
There's Dr. Teeth from the Muppets.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Good example.
Of course, Austin Powers, who, the classic bad British dental work.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
And there, I didn't see it. There was apparently a horror movie about the Tooth Fairy called Darkness Falls.
There's a couple Tooth Fairy horror films. Yeah.
Darkness Falls is one of those movies that is one of my favorite guilty pleasures.
Really?
I mean, I can only imagine how you would rip this thing to shreds, James, if you saw it, because it doesn't make a lick of sense. But there's some fun stuff in it that makes you, while you're watching it, you're like, oh, you know what? I'm going to iron and I'm going to watch this and everything's going to be fun. Oh, how about things that bite? Like the Necronomicon.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. Yeah, that's good. There's this movie. I have not seen this. I've heard good and bad things about it. It's a Kevin Smith film from 2014. I guess it's kind of like a gruesome horror, but kind of partly dark comedy called Tusk.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Justin Long is in it, and basically, I think Michael Parks is Justin Long is this podcaster guy, and he comes to interview some crazy guy. I think it's Michael Parks, and basically, Michael Parks is obsessed with walruses, and he surgically transforms Justin Long into a walrus man.
Yes.
So they like his giant tusks in him. I mean, I've not seen this. I don't know if it's any good, but I haven't seen that before.
Hey, the walrus from Gorath?
Oh, yeah, sure. Absolutely. Walrus.
How about Gamera?
Oh, yeah. Because
Gamera's got a great
lower jaw.
Monster teeth. Yeah.
That's a good set of teeth right there. Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
We had talked a bit about the kaiju guys a little bit. You went into Godzilla. I was thinking about in that Godzilla world, who's got the sharpest teeth? And I thought it might have been Anguirus because, when he does his little ear, you can see he's got a lot.
He does have a good set.
He's got a good set of teeth.
And remember when he bites onto Ghidra's tail and Ghidra flies in the air, he's holding on to that tail.
Yeah,
that's true. I can see that.
But guys, I don't know if Rodan has any teeth.
Very small, kind of like bird-like, little tiny teeth inside the beak. Yeah.
So
just like Gauss.
So he actually really wouldn't belong here in the great monster teeth.
He's a monster and he has teeth.
Yeah, well, but they're not great monster teeth.
Okay, well, Toho, gargantuas.
Yes,
that's some fucked up teeth right there.
I mean,
both of them
eat people.
Chewing up
eat people.
That's right.
And spit out the clothing.
That's right.
Yep.
Those teeth have people in their nooks and crannies. They have to floss people out of their teeth.
Let's face it; those gargantuas have to have a good tongue to like manipulate the clothing.
That's like tying the stem of a cherry. Same idea. Like,
or maybe they just go under a waterfall, so it's like their version of a water pick. They just kind of
I'm sure we've given our listeners a lot to think about.
Yes,
there's
a lot.
Well, how about the Tasmanian devil?
Okay. Yeah.
How about Venom? From Spider-Man?
Venom's good. Yeah, Venom's. Sure. That's kind of like just a head with teeth. Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah.
But yes, you're right, Larry. We have gone through a lot of them, and I think we could probably do easily another round of this.
That's right.
Well, if our listeners think of any we've left out, please chime in on social media and let us know. We'd love to hear from you.
I know someone's going to go, hey, what about Gorgo? You guys, I know what's going to happen.
Well, sure.
What about Gorgo? What about Gorgo?
I'm just saying.
Gorgo has teeth.
Look, folks.
What about Baby Gorgo?
Look, this is our Halloween episode.
What about Gappa?
We could keep going and going. And I'm sure, send us an email, reach out to us on Facebook. Let us know who we
and listeners, your mission for this Halloween is to watch all the films we just mentioned. Have a Monster Teeth marathon. Start now until
you'll have to start now.
Yeah, exactly. Until the wee mornings of November 1st. Do it.
Man.
Well, to quote Larry, this has been great.
To go on and on.
It's been toothy.
Man. Well, as you just heard, listeners, this was the perfect episode, I think, for Halloween. This is quintessential Halloween episode. And yes, we joke, we jape, but let's face it, folks.
We poke.
We prod, we tickle your funny bone. But really, seriously, you could put together this amazing program of all these movies, and it was just fun just to bring up a lot of these films. Once again, I'm happy in one way and sad in another way that you have not seen Teeth. I'm the only one that's seen Teeth, right?
Yeah.
I'm
that will
going
change.
to put this on my list.
I will watch it. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe some good has come from this episode.
That's right.
I'd like to propose that this be the first episode of a series, Anatomy. I think we should do eyes. I think we should do noses.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
We could do ears. We've mentioned,
you're right.
You could.
I like that.
Well, vaginas.
No.
Come on.
Asses.
Monster asses.
Okay. Of course, listeners.
I'm not going to go any farther.
Here. We're just having a little fun.
Thank you.
We could do eyes.
Like in Mary Whitehouse.
Eyes for sure.
Eyes we can do. We should do eyes.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, eyes is a great idea.
Yes.
And I'm surprised we haven't done that one in the past.
Next Halloween, perhaps.
Next Halloween.
Yeah, that's right.
And the goal will be to make James faint.
That's right, because he doesn't like eye.
He does not like
eye violence.
Cleansing already.
Yeah. Well, folks, why don't we at this point raise our glasses?
That's right.
First of all, us, because we're all good friends. And as of this episode, as you're hearing this, James and I are in Japan toasting with sake.
That's right.
I want to take this opportunity to toast you guys and to toast our topic, Monster Teeth, and everyone have a happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Kampai. Time for a listener shout out.
Dental shout out.
Dental shout out. Oh, yeah.
This goes out to our friend and past guest, Scott Rogers.
Scott!
You'll remember Scott from our games episode and our Batman Legacy episode.
That's right.
And he joined us at Comic-Con along with his daughter last summer.
That's right.
And it was just great to see him because it's been a while. And, sometimes we have guests who we don't realize are also listeners, like avid listeners.
Yeah.
And it's very, very flattering. Glad that they not only love being on the show, but love listening to the show.
Yes.
And we got a very nice comment from Scott about our recent Toxic Fandom episode. So, Scott, glad you're listening. Really appreciate your support and look forward to having you on again.
That's for sure.
And if I could just add another shout out, a negative shout out to my childhood orthodontist. We're talking about monstrous teeth incidents. My whole braces situation in junior high school was as close to hell, I think, that I'm probably ever going to get. I had the bands that they had to hammer onto your teeth and then connect them all with the wire and tighten them up. So wherever you are, I just want you to know that I'm still seething with hate wherever you are.
But your teeth, Matt, look great.
Wasn't it worth it?
Well, you're right. I take it all back.
I'm sure everybody has some dental horror stories. In December 1983, I had 3 wisdom teeth taken out at the same time.
Wow.
And there's a lot of blood and a lot of pain. And I was popping anisons. Remember Anison?
Anison, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the only thing I could do was to go to the movies to try to ignore the pain. And I ended up seeing all the movies that were out that December. I saw DC Cab.
Wow.
John Carpenter's Christine, which I would have seen anyway, and Scarface, which was great because it was like 3 hours and I could completely lose myself. And in the chainsaw scene, I'm like, all right, well, maybe I'm not in that much pain.
Right. Wow.
You were scar mouth.
It really was. Wow. I had gauze in my mouth that whole month.
When I was young, I had too many teeth to fit my mouth. And that was why I had crooked teeth. Too many teeth. So what they did is they went in and they pulled a bunch. So they pulled 4 baby teeth. They pulled 4 of the adult teeth that were in the gum. And then I had an extra tooth in the roof of my mouth that they had to cut into the roof. And this all happened in one operation.
No.
Wow. So when I woke up, it was a full-on hammer horror visual.
That's like a mutant. You have teeth growing out of every...
Teeth everywhere, right. I was the tooth man. Channel 0.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I'm with you. I think whatever dental pain is out there, the only thing I'm shy of is the scene in Marathon Man, really, I guess, you know. All it's gonna take is someone to say, is it safe? And then I'll be done.
Right.
Oh
wow.
Triggered. Well, you know, this Halloween, it may be a little too late, but it's never too early to plan for next Halloween if you want to sport a Monster Party t-shirt.
Oh, good.
Part of every costume that would impress out there in trick-or-treating. And there's the Monster Party cap, the Monster Party shot glass, the Monster Party PPE cloth mask. You may ask where
scary logo.
Very scary. And there was one with a kaiju design designed by Derek Robertson. There's one that glows in the dark. I mean, this is some really, outstanding stuff. And you may ask, where can I find it? Well, it's on our eBay store, which is called Monster Party Store. And if you order merch from us and also happen to be a Patreon member, we will throw in free trick-or-treat goodies courtesy of our good friends Jason Lindsay at Biff Bang Pow Toys and foam fabber extraordinaire Ted Haynes.
2 men who I've been told are bicuspid curious.
Now, Patreon.
Yes.
It feels like we bring it up every couple of weeks, but guys, it's Halloween. It's Halloween. Are you kidding me?
You got a lot in your mind.
Remember anything at Halloween time?
Oh, mine's a blank.
There's way too much going on. And
True.
I mean, I'm technically, I guess I'm having senior moments now. So can you please remind me what this Patreon is all about?
All right. Well, much in the way that the green gargantua chews up a lady and spits out her dress, Patreon chews on the raw talent that is Monster Party and spits out exclusive bonus content. Yes, we're talking treasures like our special audio episodes, shows like Monster Party Masterpieces, Monster Party on the Road, and the mega popular Toy Time series. We also have our legendary Japan trip video diary, behind the scenes convention footage, and vintage sci-fi and horror fiction edited by our resident Lyscarian,
Well, I mean, that sounds like an embarrassment of riches, but I got to say, I'm on eBay now looking for vintage wax vampire teeth that are in perfect condition and have measured up, and they are not cheap. So I don't know if I can afford this. How much does it cost?
Well, for a fraction of the price, I had to pay a bully in high school to not kick my ass after one of the rubber bands from my braces snapped off and hit him in the face. True story. You could become a Monster Party patron, and that price is $5. $5 a month.
What?
That's pretty good. I mean, you can't get a customized Mr. Sardonicus Mego figure for that price.
God. You know, you say these things, and then
I know. There really should be a figure.
We want one. Yeah,
absolutely.
So badly.
Well, that's okay. I'm sold. How do I join?
Well, all you have to do is you go to patreon.com, you go to Monster Party, you click join, and the next thing you know, you'll be as happy as an alien xenomorph after it just killed the tooth fairy for only leaving it a nickel.
And I would say that part of that happiness also has to do with knowing that you supported Monster Party. You support our endeavors.
Yes,
this Patreon helps pay for our, trade show booths and producing more merch. And it's just so, so helpful. So we really, really appreciate our Patreon members, our longtime supporters. We're super thankful.
Yes. And if you know someone who is not a Patreon member, who is a Monster Party fan, convince them, get them to become a Patreon member because we need it. Oh God, we need it. Please, please.
Time to remind our listeners, we are on social media. We are on Facebook at Monster Party TV. YouTube is also Monster Party TV. Instagram and Blue Sky and Twitter, or now called X, are Monster Party HQ. And wherever you're listening to us, please take a moment, send us your thoughts, write us a review. We would love to hear from you, and we will read it on the air.
And we won't just read your review. In the spirit of this episode, we'll publish it in the dentist's office issues of Highlights for Children. On that note, I am Matt Weinhold.
I'm Shawn Sheridan.
I'm Larry Strothe.
And I'm James GONIS.
Keep America strong and happy Halloween!
And watch horror and sci-fi movies featuring monster teeth.
And don't forget to brush and floss.
Oh, and Zuni Fetish Doll, you have a little bit of Karen Black in your teeth. Larry?
I've been in the waiting room for like 15 minutes. And then I was in there for 10, nothing. I text James, so then I shut it down. I do it again, and then I'm sitting there waiting, and it says, waiting for a host to bring you in. And then
we've been trying the whole time.
Yeah, you didn't show up at all. And then finally you showed up, and then you were just cycling forever.
Well, just to let you know, it's like at 7:30. I mean, I've been trying to get in since 7:30.
I don't doubt that.
Oh no, we believe it. Yeah. You sound good though.
You're not a liar.
I'm not lying about this.
Oh well. So I see there are some lies. Okay.
Yeah, it's full of lies.
Oh.
Full of lies. The lies we tell
and
the lies we tell ourselves.
And yes, and just this is probably the first time I'm ever going to tell you guys this.
Uh-oh.
But I'm a little nauseous.
Oh
shit!
If I may have to just put my head aside and
you have a bucket nearby?
Yeah, I do.
Did you eat something bad, or are you sick or something, or what's the deal?
Shawn, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think anything bad.
Do you have Pepto? Do you have Pepto, or do you have Alka-Seltzer? That stuff really helps.
Yeah, I'm afraid to take something like that. Afraid it's going to make it even. It's going to
Well, Alka-Seltzer is my go-to. It works almost always, and better than Pepto-Bismol. And I think that it would certainly wouldn't hurt you.
Well,
if you have it,
don't you want to like roll with a bullet in the gun, they're like, hey,
Russian roulette.
We're really risky. We're playing really risky.
Anything goes. Anything can happen anytime.
Well, it's a good thing we're not doing monster foods.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get off. Let's get your mind away from it then.
Yeah.
And so this is going to be our Halloween episode. I'm going to introduce it that way.
That's great.
Yeah. It's going to be fun.
That's terrific.
And that's what we'll do.
I even brought Cool.
Nice.
Look at you.
And
you know what? I was thinking maybe we could start with that because the fact that it is Halloween, we could say, well, monster teeth have been with us since the very beginning.
Oh my God.
It's one of the first things that monster kids find. You get those teeth.
Yeah, it's plastic
form or another, and then you can be a monster.
Yeah, then we can segue into movies and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, but we have to talk about some of the goofier teeth.
Of course we will.
You wanted the fang teeth, but
sometimes you get the hillbilly teeth.
No, did you get? Okay, well,
I never wanted them. Yeah.
Oh, Sean, I've got one for you.
Okay.
And I don't want to insult hillbillies, but
so there was a Three Stooges short that Dave Higgins lent me a 16 millimeter copy of that I had never seen this thing before. And I'm sure there's a reason, absolutely a reason why they did. It was Curly.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it was one of the earlier ones and it was during the war and it featured the Japanese.
Oh yeah.
And so, of course, comedy is exaggeration. So not only did we have the Japanese soldier with the big buck teeth,
right?
Yeah.
But for each Japanese soldier that we were introduced to, the teeth got longer and longer. So the last one comes on and the teeth are like almost hitting the floor.
I've never seen this.
I don't know if I've seen that or not. That's also like there's a Monty Python sketch where there's an interview they're interviewing a director. And they're showing clips of his movies, and every actor has huge long.
That's teeth. Right. Yeah, I remember that.
The thing is, and then their director does too. It's like it gets ridiculous.
I don't really. Funny. I have to somehow at some point I have to research where that thing came from. That stereotype of the big teeth and the glasses.
Yeah.
Because I really don't know where that came from. I mean, maybe Tojo or something. I'm not familiar with all of Tojo's attributes, but
might have been like an early editorial cartoon.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably, yeah. That was very popular. It went viral.
Right. Yeah.
It did.
Well, right. And you have this? You have this on 16 millimeter?
I actually still have it. I've been meaning whenever Dave Higgins is in town, I was going to give it back to him, but sometimes it never lines up that way. Or I was going to mail it to him. I still have it.
He doesn't go, hey, let's put on that Let's put on that thing. I could use a good laugh.
Bring it to Japan.
Bring everybody together. Come on, everybody. Come on. Let bygones be bygones.
Rare American cinema.
So the lesson we are learning here.
Take mushrooms.
Larry.
Is perhaps mushrooms. Maybe I need
a Christmas present's coming
up. Be
up.
Enlightened.
Yeah.
It's a popular thing right now. And they've done a lot of research on how psilocybin can help depression and anxiety and all kinds of other things. Mm-hmm. And you have it's not just you take mushrooms and go into a room and come out and you're fine. There's a person who's guiding you through it, and it's like therapy.
Oh,
but the psilocybin is this added element in comparison.
How do they make sure you don't get like a bad toadstool or something? That something doesn't sneak
toadstool.
In. Well, yeah, like a bad mushroom. Because there's so many different mushrooms.
I'm sure they go through it. Believe me, I've taken a lot of mushrooms in my day and never got a bad one. And that was the stuff I got from, hey, Alan's got some shrooms. Okay.
All right. I would definitely be interested in taking.
All right, Larry, you're in.
Yeah,
Larry's
someday it's
in.
on
All right.
my
Sean's
bucket
in.
list.
See,
mushroom party.
Sean, and this is what we need to do. We need to watch Attack of the Mushroom
Yes,
People.
Matango.
Ah.
The Matango party. Get all Matango figures around and just have mushrooms, man. I'm totally down for that.
Both of them.
Maybe
the
that's
figures.
Maybe that's what I'll do is what I'll do is I'll get a bunch of the psilocybin and make a Matango figure out of it.
Yeah.
So, because remember, wasn't it like no, that's right. In the movie, the woman doesn't take the mushrooms from the person, but she takes a mushroom from the ground, I believe. Right.
Yeah.
And I remember that one where there's all the mushroom people around her.
Kumi Mizuno. Yeah. She's like, yeah.
That wasn't Kumi Mizuno. That was finally at the end when the dude's girlfriend.
But Kumi Mizuno earlier starts.
Earlier,
yeah. She's like the bad girl who starts to take.
She's the bad. You're right. She's the one that I would ruin my life over.
Yes, exactly.
Just like Nick Adams.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
You'd ruin your life over Nick Adams?
No. Well, maybe.
But,
I think I already have.
Kumi Mizuno. Wouldn't you give it all up? Wouldn't you just destroy your life just to have a few minutes with classic Kumi Mizuno?
You have a good point there.
I do.
Seriously, if you look at your life and you go, what the fuck? I mean,
what's missing? Kumi Mizuno.
Mizuno is missing.
How about just a little, Kumi Mizuno for a moment?
But see, I look at,
and then you're out.
Well, then you're right. You're in, you're out. That's what Nick Adams should have done, and not gotten
I think he
emotionally involved.
Yeah.
Was it The Beguiled with Clint Eastwood?
Yes.
Where Pam Ferdin was pissed off at him because he killed her turtle, and then she fed him poisoned mushrooms.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Wait. What was this? What's the story?
The Beguiled.
The Beguiled, the Don Siegel movie with Clint Eastwood, where he's a Civil War soldier and he gets injured.
Cool movie.
And so there's this house that has like all of these women that from the same family.
All like repressed and
No. It's like during the war, all the men are gone. And
they're repressed.
They're repressed.
Okay,
what don't you understand about repressed, Larry?
Yeah, I don't understand.
There's no man alive, and then like virile.
It's like Monty Python.
Comes
all the women in the castle. Right. And then the oral sex.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, I remember at the end, I got really upset. Just maybe, I got disturbed, just like in Midsummer.
Yeah. Well, you're supposed to. It's a low key, slow burn kind of movie, but it's
there.
Cool.
We go. That's the double feature.
Yeah.
Mushroom People and Midsummer.
And The Beguiled.
No.
And Beguiled.
Actually, Midsummer. That's right.
No,
mushrooms galore in that.
We're going to be so well adjusted by the end of that.
I'd say Dave the Triffids. I would rather, even though they're not mushrooms. Well, because they're plants. Well, a mushroom.
Now you're making a salad.
Yeah. Now we're off into all kinds of other food groups, and then
killer tomatoes.
Why even have this movie show on mushrooms?
And we actually
Larry,
talked
thanks
about
for ruining everything.
Yes, we were going to do we should do a killer plants episode someday too.
I thought we did do that.
Did we do one?
Wait,
we did eco horror, which had plants in it.
Oh yeah, I guess we did.
Okay,
that's right.
Yeah.
All right,
but we should do a part 2, or we could rebrand it. The conversation's always different the next time around, anyway. So
true. Vicious vegetables.
Speaking of which, Jane Goodall passed away.
Oh, that's very sad.
I know. She was pioneer.
Yes,
I saw some footage of her as a young lady, and my goodness,
she
was a looker.
She was. She was.
Yeah, I want her to teach me how to be a proper chimp.
She was all good.
Can you imagine though, if she were in, Planet of the Apes, if she were there, could she have helped? Could she have bring species together?
So what you want then? You want the end of Conquest of the Planet of the Apes when he's making the big speech and the guns are about to come down on the humans. And all of a sudden, Jane Goodall shows up.
That's right.
Wait a minute. There's a tick on your back, Caesar. Let me pick it.
Or I see her using a stick as a tool.
Oh, look at that. Oh, look how far you've come from sticks in the ground for ants And now you're killing all the humans.
All right, perhaps.
Well done, sir.
All right, perhaps that wouldn't work out as well as I thought.
Cool. This is a good episode, man.
Yeah.
I like this. Yeah, it really was.
Can't wait for the noses one.
Yeah.
Those are going to be hard to pick.
Good, very good. I don't know, like, again, when we're on episode 500, it'll be like monster spleens.
Yeah. Elbows in sci-fi and horror.
Pose.
Yeah. Monster uvulas.
Monster belly buttons. When have we seen them?